So Legal Action of Wisconsin works with the Rental Housing Resource Center to essentially provide legal representation to people who are facing housing-related issues. The bulk of our work in that regard is focused on tenants who are dealing with eviction, so people who are at risk of losing their home in court. We provide them with an attorney to help them in and out of court to try to resolve that issue. One of the reasons we created the Eviction Defense Project is because there's been a gap between the number of tenants who have lawyers and the number of tenants who don't. Less than 1% of people have lawyers in eviction court in most cases. And the partnership with the Rental Housing Resource Center will hopefully help us make ourselves more available to people so that people can get the help they need really at the time they need it the most. Our hope is always to put ourselves out of business, right? And working with the Rental Housing Resource Center helps us do that because we do legal work. We represent people in court. We help to make sure that someone can navigate, the complicated legal processes. But what happens after that is stuff that's beyond the scope of the work that we're doing. So having a partnership, having a collaborative with other organizations that can help a client find a new place to live after we've gotten the eviction defense, helping a tenant find an organization that can help them address conditions issues at the unit that they're staying in. These are invaluable services that we don't do on our own, so we need to do it through the communal efforts of something like the RHRC. When I think of housing, I think of something that's really critical to all of us, in every aspect of your life. Like everything stems from your house and home, right? Yeah, I've seen people in court have to explain to their kids that they're being evicted, that they're gonna have to leave their home. And you can see the pain on their face, and it's not just the idea that they're being removed from their house, but as a parent, I can only imagine how I would feel, knowing that I'm not gonna be able to provide housing for my kids. You would feel, a level of failure. And that's just unacceptable. Why do we have to live in a society where that's okay? So to work with a group that helps people overcome those sorts of barriers so that they can actually have a place to live for them and their kids, it's incredibly critical, and it's why we're part of this and why we do what we do.